Hi and welcome to my channel. For this pattern I'm using a 3.5mm hook and I start in chain 13. First I make my slip knot and now I start to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. For a one, I'll go with my hook in each chain and make a loop and keep that loop on my hook. I lose the loop a little bit. Now I go to the next chain, grab the yarn, make the loop. I go to the next chain. I always go with my finger and keep the loop. You see, I move to the next chain, make a loop, and then I move my finger to the next loop. And like this, till I have 13 loops on my hook. Now I need to complete row 1. For that, I will grab the yarn and pull through the first 2 loops. Now pull through this loop and the next one. And again that loop and the next one all the way. I always make sure this loop is a little bit loose. Row 2. I lose first this loop a little bit. Now I go on this loop and the next one, so 2 of them, grab the yarn and pull through. Next I go with my hook like this, with the yarn to be like this on my hook, move to the next 2 loops, grab the yarn and pull through. Again the yarn like this on my hook, go on 2, grab the yarn, pull through. Again, again 2, and now I go with the yarn like this on my hook, but I take only 1 loop, and with the last loop I go on this loop and then the other one from the back and make a loop. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 loops. To complete row 2, grab the yarn and pull through the first loop. Now grab the yarn, pull through this loop and the next one, and again this loop and the next one, and again, all the way. Row 3, lose the loop a little bit. Now I go on this loop only and make a loop, and now I go on this one and the other one and make a loop. Now I go with the yarn in this way, and I go on this loop and the next one, grab the yarn, pull through, again yarn over, go on this loop and the next one, grab the yarn and pull through, again, and one more time. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. I go with the yarn like this, 11 12 and 13. Now I complete the row by one loop here. Now this loop and the next one, this loop and the next, and the next, and the next. Now I go and repeat row 2. Go on this loop and the next one and make a loop. Go with the yarn this way. Go on this loop and the next one. Again yarn with the yarn on my hook. Go to the next 2 loops. Yarn on my hook to the next ones. And now yarn over to this loop only, and I make a chain here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, and I need to complete the row in the same way. Now I repeat row 3. Go on this loop, make a loop. Now I go on this loop and the next one, and I make a loop. I go with the yarn like this on my hook. Go on 2 loops, make a loop. With the yarn like this, making 2 loops, make a loop, and again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13, and I close the row. And now I go again and repeat row 2 and then row 3, over and over.